Yesterday we had a bit of a quirky finish to Act 2. Today we've made it through the storm and we're going to investigate our surroundings and start Act 3.
Our idea. Yes. We brainstormed, didn't we? Sure. Shouldn't it be here? The exploration vehicle? We're close to the rendezvous point. It can't be far.
Scientist, what we gotta do? He's just working out. What the fuck? Any signal from
I
the
was
vehicle?
wondering, aren't we getting any signal from the tour vehicle?
Now I started the day by going around and checking which crew members had stayed with us and which ones hadn't.
It seems to be close by, but I'm unable to establish its exact location. So, you'll need to find it on your own. Fine. I'll take a look around. Good.
I really want to get the technician back.
Why we were lured here? Lured? You don't mean? Look, it's the technician we're talking about. An unstable, frustrated, resentful version of us. Whatever survival strategy he's boiled up, we'd better have a heads up. The only way to
He's a
guarantee
good
that is
guy.
to locate that vehicle. Maybe they left some analog tracks. Just be careful.
Radiation barrier's off.
The rescue team is just around the corner. Hope you're happy we did it your way. Yeah, but it breaks my heart that we lost a part of the team.
Yeah,
Part of
that does really suck.
ourselves. Maybe there's still a way to get them back.
Yeah, we've almost made it, my guy.
How are you doing?
Our last remaining friend.
Trying not to think about it. Focus on the job. I almost envy those bastards that ran away. At least they know the shit that's gonna hit them. Or maybe
Establishing that it was just me, the scientist, the miner, and the worker left, we decided to go out and do a bit of an explore and familiarize ourselves with our surroundings. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Now, like with all other acts, we had to go through and set up our mining infrastructure, so until then the miner didn't really have anything to do, and we took this time to put him through therapy.
Yeah, it was a complete waste of time. All I could think of was the work I could be doing instead. Why the hell
Oh my
did he
guy,
leave me there? There's
our one goal
nothing
for this whole
wrong.
playthrough is to make you okay, but I'm dying of
On the
radiation, so
contrary,
you're all sparkly.
I've never been better. Why don't you just let me do my thing? Because I'm worried for you. You want me to treat you like a mining machine. I thought a rest would clear your mind, get you out of that mindset. I'm not a kid. I
True.
would have literally died of boredom in there if it weren't for that goddamn audiobook. What audiobook? Oh, some ancient babble about a whaling expedition.
Oh.
What the hell do I care?
Captain Ahab
That, cheesy
got lost
romances,
with his ship.
or fantasy saga.
Stop that ship, you godless son of a bitch.
And I hate fantasy. So, I chose the whaling one. At least the men were men there. And their captain, Ahab, well, he was missing a leg, so... Yeah, I gotta admit I got pretty hooked. Do you identify with him? Man, all I said was that it got slightly more interesting. If you want to open up a book club, go ahead. I'll pass and go back to my work if you don't mind.
Maxwell, help us.
Hello?
Jan? What a relief. We thought we'd lost you.
Yeah, so did I. The base got caught in a huge sandstorm. And I lost part of my crew.
What? Your altars? How could you let that happen?
It wasn't my... I listened to you.
I let you sweet-talk me into all that biological vessel business. Unfortunately, they had a problem with it. So, they decided to go their own way.
You mean they ran away? And they're exposed to radiation?
They took the exploration vehicle. And some supplies.
Tell me not all of them left?
No. Why?
The ship is close, Jan. You have to be ready for the arrival of the rescue team.
Ready? How?
They can't find out about your altars.
Nah, you shut the fuck up. We're not hurting these.
What? Wait a minute. Aren't you the head of mining operations? Aren't these your people?
They might answer to me, but their paychecks are signed by Ally Corp. And if you confront them with your altars, they will have to react. The board will not tolerate anything that could cast even the slightest shadow on the legitimacy.
Well, it looks like me and the altars are killing a rescue crew.
And the rescue team is on their
Maybe
leash.
space pirates.
Do I have to spell it out to you? They will have your altars killed.
They can fucking try.
What? Killed? What kind of a rescue team are they?
They're a special ops unit. Military men.
Okay, this might be an issue.
You could have told me earlier.
Please, Jan. You always knew their primary mission was to escort the most precious cargo mankind has ever seen. Did you really expect them to arrive unarmed?
So you lied to me. That you'd prepare them.
I told you I'd test the waters, and that's what I did. But there is a lot of pressure on your success, Jan. A lot of anxiety amongst the top management. They can sense the vultures hovering around them, waiting for any sign of a slip-up. And they won't let them smell blood. They won't expose themselves.
So what exactly is your plan?
The rescue team will arrive shortly before sunrise. You have time until then to come up with a way to smuggle your altars on board. In the meantime,
Okay. So he doesn't want us
you
to
need
kill them.
Keep collecting rubidium.
Yeah, sure. Once we take off, what happens then?
You will all go into cryosleep, and as the ship approaches Earth, Lucas will take remote control over it and modify the coordinates. The ship will land in a secluded location I've been preparing.
I don't trust them going into cryosleep.
You've been planning to get your hands on rubidium all along.
You know it's not for any personal benefit, Jan. I just cannot let it go to waste. I have a lab ready, and a guarantee of immunity from people who understand. I'm moving operations to a more science-friendly region, somewhere Ally Corp won't get to us. And, most importantly, where nobody will ever find your altars.
You're putting them in a lab?
I won't sugarcoat it. We've come too far together for that. If you wanted to hate me, I probably gave you enough reasons by now.
Yeah.
Truth is, when I first heard about you, your situation, I'd be lying if I said it all came together immediately. On the contrary, I didn't hope for much. An accidental castaway with no qualifications, all alone, burdened with such a responsible task. But when Lucas told me you did it, you created your altar and managed to convince him to cooperate with you, I couldn't help but fantasize about where this could go. Can you see? I've been waiting for something like this ever since they shut down Project Ela.
Damn.
Yeah, about that. I heard some disturbing things about your experiments. Is it true your patients... well, that they lost their minds?
Of course. That was the whole point. They were losing their old dysfunctional identity to gain a new, sound one. Whoever told you this must have heard some scraps of information and didn't have a full understanding of what we were doing. Yes, they were unorthodox things, but it was always about making people better. Project Ela was my whole life, Jan. Why would I devote myself to something harmful?
You never stopped dreaming about reviving it.
You wouldn't be so surprised if you knew what we could achieve.
By altering mind records? What exactly were you up to?
We were
Damn, I
exploring
wonder if I'd make an
unconventional
altar. I wonder
methods of
what I'd
helping
like
war
do.
veterans suffering from PTSD. Instead of teaching them to cope with traumatic memories, we wanted to eradicate and replace them with positive ones. The idea was to prove that there are no different rules governing the mind and the body. Both can be treated by replacing a broken part with a healthy one.
And did you succeed?
We were close. But even if we had been allowed to finish that stage of the project, I had much bigger ambitions. But take, for example, the possibilities of re-socializing criminals by altering the experiences that led to their corruption. But why not go even further? Why should we limit ourselves to thinking only about altering the past? Why not be able to influence the future?
What? How?
The Tree of Life. You've seen yours, but it's just a projection, a rudimentary interface. Think about it. What if it was no interface, but an integrated part of the human mind, allowing us to live our lives exactly
That sounds
the way
crazy.
we should?
The way we should?
Crazy.
You mean, make the right decisions?
Exactly. The human cognitive system enhanced in a way evolution failed to do in millions of years.
Wow. That sounds completely unrealistic.
I prefer the term difficult, but Rapidium can help make it so much easier. Imagine a world where nobody ever takes the wrong turn. Children are never harmed. There are no court misrulings because
Sounds pretty hippy-dippy.
there is no crime. Greedy and corrupt individuals never come to power, and because of that, wars never break out. Can you see now why your success meant so much to me? Do you not understand that giving Rapidium away for any other purpose would mean robbing humanity of its biggest evolutionary leap?
But we
since
could grow
crawled
big
out of the
turnips with
primordial soup?
Rapidium.
Do you still think there is a better
Oh my god,
purpose
imagine
for
the
your
fruit you
altars
could
than
grow
to
with Rapidium.
contribute
Like,
to
imagine
all
a
that?
giant mango. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'm not their owner.
Not their owner.
True.
They're people in their own rights. I can't decide their fate for them.
That's very noble. But in a way, you've already done that when you created them.
But no, that's like saying
All I'm
that
asking is several
your
weeks in
parents
a lab where I can
decide
run some
your
tests
fate
on
because
them,
they gave
collect
birth to you.
data, and prepare for the big
Yes, they do
release.
for a bit. So do I get to like control these guys for like 16 years?
Let them walk free.
You know I can't do that. It would be too risky for both of us and for them. But I could guarantee them a comfortable life. They would be hidden from the eyes of the world.
Be
Imprisoned.
imprisoned.
The only alternative for them is to be disposed of by the corporation, like waste. I think you need to take a breath. There's a lot to think about.
I think you need to shut
How
your
to
fucking
smuggle
mouth.
your altars aboard that ship, for one. But first, you have to guide their navigator to your exact position. They'll need you to mark the spot with a beacon. Start with that, and then I trust you'll figure out what to do next.
Yeah. Sure. By the way, I wasn't an accidental survivor.
What do you mean?
The quantum computer chose me. Seems I was the one who had the biggest chance of making it.
Well, doesn't that just prove my point? We are capable of so much more than we think, Jan. All we need to do is open the door and let that potential in.
After having a long chat with Maxwell, it was time to go out and start putting down our mining posts and getting our resources flowing in again. This is where we bumped into a new type of anomaly we haven't seen before. Does this go through? Oh my god. We gotta find this shit. This one was a little bit more trippy than the previous ones. Damn, this is difficult. Oh, it's got like its own. Is this? Oh, there's one over there. I see it. I think. Eh? Oh my god, there we go. Now, after figuring out this more trippy anomaly, we put down a few more mining outposts before we got a little bit of a warning for how much time we'd wasted. Ah, shit. We are not doing well.
Waiting up, Jan. Did you want to talk?
Yeah.
Yes. Someone should bring it to your attention. Might as well be me. We're close to this planet's magnetic pole, which means that magnetic storms are bound to happen more often here. Well, let's hope we're out of here before the next one hits. I would estimate the probability of that as low. But it's not about us. We can hide in the base, while the rebels are out in the open.
Yeah, we gotta go and save them.
The Tur vehicle could have protected them from the first magnetic storm, but it must have suffered severe damage. If you want to find them alive, I suggest you do it before the next storm
Okay,
comes
that's our
on.
mission now. We go and find them.
Noted. Thanks for bringing it up. You're welcome. You know, I still think the technician is an immature self.
He is,
jerk,
but he's our boy.
but I wouldn't want him to die. Not
Yeah.
like that, anyway.
The scientist is not so bad anymore. I forgot he's actually alright. Past few days, been edited in Act 1 and 2, so
Right.
I forgot
I
how
better get back to my duties.
chill he is now.
Thank you for hearing me out.
Nah, you're a good lad. Sorry for hating on you so much. Let's get this beacon down, then we're gonna go and try and find the turf. I would be so upset if the technician was killed. I honestly don't really care too much. I like the refiner. I don't really know the doctor too well. He was a bit weird and a bit of an arse. But yeah, we need to rescue the technician. We started to get a bit of a mosey on and we went down to the seaside to put down the rescue beacon. Hopefully this will shoot off a beam of light and call in the rescue team for
Some
us.
of the rescue team. But they can't find out about my altars. What the hell?
We should
should
summon
I do?
them and we should kill them. Take
Wish
their
the
shit.
technician were here. They'd probably have something to say. Maybe
Yeah.
just say I shouldn't hide them at all. Face the truth with my head held high. Why should we hide like some criminals? They should be licking our boots. It's a simple task. Think. You're supposed to be the one who can do it.
Minus our
Quantum
boy.
junk put its money on a simple builder. It must be because it appreciates simple solutions. Damn. I'm sounding like the miner. I need to get my shit together. Wait. The miner in me does have a point. I can't overthink this. It really could be simple. What if the reason it all started could also be the solution? Rapidium.
Put them in the Rapidia?
That might actually be it. That's what the rescue team will care about most. If there's anything they're not taking off without, it's their precious cargo. Yeah. That's it. I'll have to find a way to use Rapidium to smuggle the altars back to Earth. The details are gonna need refining, but I'm sure the scientists can help me with that. For now, brainstorm over. Let's light up this beacon.
I worry that if I light it now, oh no. I don't want them to come yet. Wow.
What the hell is that?
Oh.
Ah, shit. Pretty sure this was not supposed to happen.
Well, that didn't work. Hopefully we'll get it working in tomorrow's video. Thank you all for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments below.